I don't want a home loan. I will take a lease.
Okay.
So I'll go and I'll take a lease at a home.
Right.
At the very least, next 10-15 years, I don't have to worry.
Right.
But you told me that that's also not a great idea. Guys, I'm not trying to paint a dark picture here. I'm just sharing reality of what happens in Indian market. So at that point, what do you think? Is that a safe option?
I wouldn't say it's a totally safe option.
Okay, why is that?
Because, see, whenever you go take a house on lease, first thing that you should verify is the owner.
Okay.
What is his behavior or a character, whether this is, whether is there a loan on his house,
Okay.
or anything of such sort, some dispute,
Okay.
or anything of such sort, especially the loan on house.
Okay.
Okay. If you understand, if you talk to him, if you understand, his behavior or character, you will also, sort of understand his credit profile also.
Okay.
Right?
Why are you saying all of this? Why are you asking me to be so cautious?
Why? Because if he has a bank loan, see, everybody will have a bank loan.
Correct.
That is, if you visit houses here in Bangalore, at least I think 50-60% of the people will have a loan on their house. That's
Absolutely.
not a challenge.
Right.
Okay. People will also be paying their EMIs on time as well. I wouldn't say that. If that wasn't happening, then our economy would have gone to the docks.
Absolutely.
Right? So I think most of them would be paying on time as well.
Okay.
So there's no challenge.
Okay.
There will be somebody who will also default.
Okay.
Right? If you end up with such guys, then literally you will get evicted from that house.
Even if you've paid the lease to him.
Exactly. And that lease amount, imagine, think that lease amount is gone.
Wow.
That's a write-off for you in your credit profile. For books, you have to write it off.
Even if, okay.
Yeah.
So has this happened? Like, are you just telling a scenario, or have you seen cases like this happen?
I have seen hundreds of cases like this.
Okay.
Okay. So let's assume there's a borrower who has taken a housing loan, and he has constructed a house.
Okay.
Of multiple stories.
Sure. So say he's made a 4-floor apartment.
4-floor apartment.
Okay.
With like 7-8 houses. And after constructing the house, he has given all those 7 houses on lease.
Okay.
Raised, let's assume, 8 lakh rupees from each house. So 8 7s are, it's 56.
56 lakhs.
56 lakh rupees is what he has raised.
Okay.
And leaseholders are also happy because for their entire lease term, they don't have to pay rent. And also they're going to get that 8 lakh rupees back once the contract is over.
Correct.
That's the general scenario.
Right.
Now let's assume he defaults on the bank loan.
Okay. He stops paying the EMI.
He stops paying the EMI. NPA happens, which is 3 months.
Okay.
3 months of non-payment. 3 consecutive months of non-payment is your NPA. After NPA, we come into picture.
Okay.
Which is SARFAESI Act.
Right.
Okay. Then we start off with notices.
Okay.
This is called demand notice, which is Section 13(2) of SARFAESI Act asks the bank to send a demand notice.
Okay.
Once demand notice, then happens symbolic position. Then symbolic position, then bank will go to court, get a Section 14 order, which clearly states that the banker can now evict the
tenant.
It doesn't matter. Evict, clean up. Take physical possession. They call it as physical.
Okay.
Take physical possession of the house.
Okay.
With the assistance from the jurisdictional police.
Okay.
Once the Section 14 order is issued, then bank will engage an external agency which will assist the bank through the entire process of physical possession.
Okay.
Here comes tenants. Here comes the leaseholders. The leaseholders will be forced out of the house, and the physical possession will be taken. Now, who has come in the crossfire between the borrower and the bank are the leaseholders. So there is no the leaseholders
have no rights.
Have not committed any wrong, right?
Correct.
They have not committed any mistakes.
Right.
Their only mistake is getting a lease
from the wrong guy.
This particular borrower.
Right.
Right. Now, bank has done anything? No. The bank has dispersed funds.
Right.
It's the public money.
Right.
Bank has to recover. If they don't recover, then bank will...
It's a loss for them.
One is loss. If this continues, then bank will go bankrupt. Right? No bank will go bankrupt.
Absolutely.
You can't shower money, you can't print money.
Right.
Just like that. If you print money, then it goes through the roof.
Right.
Inflation, hyperinflation, all those things will come into picture.
Correct. You can't print money.
Exactly. So they have to recover.
So what happens then?
So leaseholders have to go to court against this borrower to recover the funds.
But at that time, he cannot stay in the home.
No, impossible. They will be evicted.
My God.
Yeah.
So this lease owner, despite having paid the lease amount,
Exactly.
is now evicted from the home.
Evicted from the home. And a lot of times, most of these lease deeds, you call it as lease deed, no, are not registered.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is just like your tenant agreement, rental agreement. This is again lease deed which is not registered. This is not signatured by the owner and the leaseholder. That's it. So if it's not registered, it's difficult to get a ground in court as well. It will anyway get admitted, but it's very difficult to get a ground and get a order against the borrower.
So you've had to evict lease owners who have not done anything wrong.
Exactly, absolutely.
How have you handled
and I'll also add third. So third, in many cases, what we have seen is the lease deed is invalid because the period is over. The term is already over and they have not renewed their contract. They're holding some old contract. Imagine they don't have any ground to go to court also.
That's just sad, man.
Absolutely sad.
And
similar case happens with the tenant.
And you've seen hundreds of cases like this.
Yeah. Similar case happens with the tenant, wherein they lose their advance. Whatever 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees as an advance, they would have given to the borrower. That's gone. You think that it's gone. We also tell them that we have to write it off.
My God.
Yeah, it's gone. So one needs to be cautious. I'm not sure how, because they can't go check the borrower's credit profile. They might have to ask for the CIBIL profile.
No, so you're saying, have you had to evict or have you had to enforce a FASI Act for people who are living in rented homes as well?
Absolutely.
How often?
This happens quite often because most of these houses are either rented or leased.
Okay, so most of the EMI houses are saying like...
Yeah, most of these houses.
So even at
we
that
hardly
point,
see
the renter's advance is also gone probably.
Gone, 100%. Not probably, it's gone. It will be gone.
At least the renter has some kind of condolence that he can probably find another house quickly.
Right. One is quickly, and the second, the money that he is losing is not on the higher side. He might be losing maybe 90 grand or a 1.5 lakh or max 2 lakh rupees. But imagine leaseholders. People have lost
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs, 20 lakhs.
My God.
We have seen cases wherein people have lost 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs also.
Wow.